Miller, it's Connor here, and we are back with another One Leeds video. Please make sure you're liking, commenting, and subscribing. As always, we have another Patreon video out today, and it is 5 potential replacements I would align. I would sort of rack up if Raphinha was to leave Leeds United. So please go check that out if you like some bonus content. There should be another video out on Thursday. So thank you so much for your support. Really, really appreciate it. Link will be in the description below if you want to jump on that train. So let's start with the mill right away, straight away. There's a lot of talk about Leeds and Noah Lang at the minute. There is an option for him in his head. He said staying at Club Bruges is definitely a possibility in my head. Did absolute wonders there last season. I think he got 7 goals and 12 assists. Listen, I've spoken about him on my Raphinha video, which is a little bit of a hint. So you can go over there and check that out in detail. But he would be, listen, his conduct off the field, I'm not going to go too much into, but when you're talking about football ability, he's absolutely perfect for Leeds in terms of a direct replacement. If we are to play with width under Jesse Marsh, I think he's a top operator. But allegedly, we are up against West Ham United and AC Milan, obviously the Serie A league winners last season. It's going to be a really difficult one to see that through for someone like Noah Lang. Obviously, Leeds United finishing 17th. We know we've got history with them, but West Ham got to the semi-final of a European competition. AC Milan won their division. So it's going to be difficult to sell Leeds United to Noah Lang. So I felt we had to get it done last season, but we waited, and then we got Dan James. But anyway, by the by, I understand his attitude. There's been a lot of chat about, I believe it's anti-Semitic remarks. I'm not going to go into it too much, and I'm not here to talk about that. I'm just talking about his playing profile when it comes to his ability. Yeah, he's a fantastic player. He really is a top player, and it'll be interesting to see how Leeds United move forward with that. Okay, Leeds Live correspondent Beren Cross has stated that the club are yet to make an offer for Manchester City attacker James McAtee. The Whites are thought to be very keen on a move for McAtee, according to The Athletic. So there you go. But we sort of all knew that anyway, didn't we? We all knew that there was rumblings of McAtee. There's been rumblings of Leeds been in for him. But from the Manchester City side, they don't want to lose James McAtee. They want him to be a part of the first team plans alongside Cole Palmer. They're willing to let Liam Delap, the striker, go. They don't see a pathway to the first team for Liam. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that one develops. I don't know if that's going to be involved in a Calvin Phillips deal. We've gone over this before. I highly doubt it. I think Leeds will want to cash some. Leeds in a very, very strong position. We don't have to lose either of them this summer if we don't want. So that's definitely something to bear in mind. And James McAtee would be a great addition, but there's no chance we will be getting him on a permanent. Absolutely no chance. So it'd be a loan deal if that were to ever materialise. So would you guys want that? Please let me know. Leeds United allegedly have initiated talks to bring Tyler Adams to Ellen Road this summer. That's according to the Transfer Exchange Show, who revealed in a recent post on Twitter that following a number of recent reports linking the Whites with the move for the RB's Leipzig central midfielder in the summer transfer window, Victor Orta has now started talks with the Bundesliga side. You guys get a little bit hyped up when I talk about Tyler Adams. It's not that I don't rate him. It's not that I don't think he'd provide a nice balance next to Mark Roca, but there's better out there. There's simply better out there than Tyler Adams. And I apologize if that offends a lot of the American audience out there, but it is just what it is. There are better options out there for probably less money. So that would fit our system pretty nicely. So I'm not on board with the Tyler Adams thing. If it happens, I will be quite disappointed. Just on the basis that I think there's targets out there that I think they're achievable. And I think they're low risk in terms of transfer value as well. And I think they would acclimatise to the Premier League, transition to the Premier League a lot easier. So, yeah, I would be disappointed with Tyler Adams, but if it gets done, it is what it is. But, yeah, I'm looking at that next bracket of player for Leeds United if we are looking to a top 10/top 8 finish consistently. Now, talking about players who I don't want, Leeds United, several sources, as I've said to you guys yesterday, are buzzing over an Adama Traore transfer. Apparently, the West Ham employee, ex-West Ham employee, who's a huge Twitter site who normally gets stuff right on Twitter when it comes to rumours inside and outside of West Ham United, discussed the latest transfer news around the Premier League and gave his take on Traore's mooted switch to Yorkshire. The winger has been linked with a move to Ellen Road in recent days, and according to Football Insider, the old Gold would be willing to part with the 26-year-old in order to fund an arrival. So, yeah, I mean, listen, we all know that, don't we? We all know that, but I think it's a poor deal. It's a real poor deal, and I just do not want that to happen. I think that's a bad move for Leeds United, and I'm really hoping Victor Orta doesn't go with that Hollywood signing. But talking about Hollywood signings. And this one I would quite like. Leeds United are keen on Armando Broja. I spoke about Broja earlier on in the season. When it comes to a system-based player, I think he'd fit perfectly. He's played in a 4-2-2 system at Southampton as well this season. Started really well for him, but it kind of fizzled out a little bit like Ben Brereton Diaz when people have been speaking to me about him. Connor, should Leeds go in for him? No, his season fizzled out. Armando Broja did something very, very similar, but that doesn't mean he's a bad player. His hold-up play is absolutely exceptional. He's good on his left, good on his right, got great balance and technical ability for a big man. I don't think this would be a bad signing at all. And you know, you look at the caliber of clubs that are in for him. You know, West Ham are in for him, Aston Villa and Everton. So clearly Leeds are going to be in the race for this guy, but there is no getting round. He's going to cost around 30 million quid. Now, I was listening to TalkSport this morning, and Jim White did detail Andrea Radrizzani's stance as Leeds United face Calvin Phillips and Raphinha exits. Jim White claimed that Andrea Radrizzani is not focused on the outgoings at Leeds, and he's only looking at players the club can sign this summer. And that he's taken out of context a little bit, that article, because I think it was more of a prediction from Jim White than an actual statement. But there you go, like an official statement. But there you go. We'll have to wait and see on that one. It looks like Raphinha to Arsenal is heating up, and that's from several sources in Brazil. Just because we've not heard it from Phil Hay, guys, and just because we've not heard it from the Yorkshire side of things when it comes to journalism, that doesn't mean it's not getting done in the background. There's been several, about 85% of transfers that have actually been getting done down the line, and then our journalists have found out later on. Leeds keep such a tight ship. You know, you forget the Mark Rocker stuff. People were tweeting me on the One Leeds Fan Channel I was putting out that he's progressing according to several sources in Germany and Austria. People saying, well, Phil said that he doesn't know if, you know, he said something about it being white smoke at the minute, and then 36 hours later the deal was done. So yeah, I'd just say, you know, some of these sources, yeah, of course they can just be rumors, as we speak about on the Mill, but a lot of them can be real sources, and these are Brazilian outlets as well, who maybe Deco's feeding them a little bit of information as well, you know, a little bit of agent talk. But there are some decent sources saying that is getting closer and closer because Raphinha is getting more frustrated with Barcelona. Guys, hope you've enjoyed. Make sure you check out the Patreon if you're interested in that sort of stuff. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow.